5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Okay, who's going to kiss me now?
You're listening to the Calm,
The Storm,
the Whimsy podcast.
So, do you do the same thing for New Year's Eve every year, girls? Do you love New Year's Eve? Do you stay up till midnight?
I do.
Yes.
I love New Year's Eve.
Yes.
I love New Year's Eve.
I have a party
Yes.
at my house every year.
Yep.
And it's so much fun. We play games and eat
food,
sausage
eat bad
and
food.
potatoes and
Yep. I think you should share about how much you love that countdown, Kelly, and how you like to watch the ball drop every year and not other things that are on the television.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So the one year there was an Ohio State game that went
Yes.
into overtime. And so all like the Blake kids were there, all our kids were there. They were ready to watch like the ball drop.
And Kelly loves the ball drop moment.
I do?
Yeah, you have the
It's the
Shirley
best.
Temples.
Oh yes, I do. So the game was on.
It
And
was the last few seconds of the
was
game.
the last few seconds of the game. And that was when the ball dropped. And we turned it over and it was over. My kids
It
were
goes
so
so quickly.
upset.
Her
Oh my-
kids were so upset. She was furious.
I wasn't as mad as they were. I
You
was
were mad.
upset.
You were mad because they were.
Yeah.
You were struggling.
Wow.
So
But every year, since I was a kid, my Uncle Butch and Aunt Joyce had these big, huge New Year's Eve parties, and I always got to go, and they'd have a ton of people over, and they'd always like make fun drinks. And when the ball was dropping, you had to have your drink so you could take a toast to the new year
Yep.
and rub some money in your hand. So he always made me a Shirley Temple, like every single year.
That's fun.
And even when I got older and like into high school, I always would go over there. And that's just what I did. So even when I got older, like I would at least go and we'd share our drink, like a Shirley Temple. If it was earlier, if I had plans, we would do that together. So then we started having a New Year's Eve party with our family, and then the Blakes come. But it's fun.
Some of the Blakes, because my husband can't be around your dog.
I know.
So sad. One of my favorite New Year's Eves, I went to the carousel.
Oh.
There was like a New Year's Eve party. I wore a dress,
Who'd you go
Wow.
with?
like a formal dress. And we went with some friends that we went to church with at the time.
Okay.
And, but we were in like formal clothes.
That's
like,
fun.
Wow.
It was super fun. And then you stayed all night and then had like a breakfast buffet. It was like a big, there was
Oh.
dancing. It was so fun.
Wow.
I would love to do stuff like that
Yeah.
again.
Wow.
What do you do on New Year's Eve?
So I love to go out.
Watch the Ohio State game.
No.
You were cranky that year too.
I was very cranky that year because I remember exactly when it was happening, and I was like, excuse me, no thank you. I love New Year's Eve. I don't know why. I think like it's
What do
like,
you love more? New Year's Eve
refreshing.
or daylight savings time?
Oh my.
daylight
goodness.
savings time.
That's
Oh my
amazing.
goodness. But so we have had some pretty like epic and fun things that we've done for New Year's Eve. But lately it's just been like at home. I think always have champagne and we are always watching the ball drop, whether we're at another location or if we're at home. But one year, and Akron first night.
Oh, I've
stuff.
done that too.
Yeah,
That
so
was
we used
fun.
to do that a lot.
Yeah.
And one year at Akron First Night, we were like in the John S. Knight Center for something. I don't even remember. It was freezing. I remember it was so cold. And so we went into the John S. Knight Center because there was a whole bunch of different things going on in there for First Night.
Our kids would probably love that.
They would. It does, I don't think it even exists anymore.
Oh, really?
Like the same.
Probably COVID ruined it.
It did. And we did a Yiddish dance.
Oh.
Like in this huge room, like Jewish dancing was taking place. It was crazy.
That's so fun.
But it was like, there was like 100 people and we were like all in this line and we were like all dancing. I mean, not Aaron, but
You were.
But me, I definitely was. I was definitely having fun. And we've done the Civic Theater. There's been some things there for New Year's Eve and stuff. But the year that Pacey was born, so it would have been 2010, we had a party at our house. And we made some pretty epic drinks. And it was super fun. And we had a lot of people over. And yeah.
So you're a pan banger.
What?
Do you do that every year, or was that just the one year I was at your house?
No, we do that every year.
Oh, they walk out on the deck at midnight and bang pans. It's crazy.
After we kiss. So the ball drops, we kiss, all of that happens, and then we go out and bang pans.
What other night did you want to do that? And Aaron told you no, you weren't allowed to go out there.
It was recent. What was it for?
Oh, one year I came to your house for New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And one of our friends made me slow dance in the living room.
What?
Yes, this is very true.
Who?
I will say her name because she doesn't listen to this. Maybe she will after this week. Jenna.
Oh.
Made me slow dance in the living room. My kids were laughing at me.
We have it on video.
It's on video. I'm like, okay, it's time to go home. Slow dancing with my friends. It's getting weird.
It's time.
That sounds like a blast. Way to ring in the new year.
It sure did.
Right? We didn't say what you did.
Oh.
What do you do?
Oh, well, I go to Kelly's usually.
Oh, yes. Okay.
My hubs likes to, but we also always go get Chinese with his family.
Oh.
The Chinese buffet. And his sister makes the best sauerkraut balls I've ever had in my life. They're so good. So
I love sauerkraut
Oh my gosh. But she puts like tons of cream cheese in it, and it is delightful.
Yum.
I attempted to make it for the Oktoberfest.
They were good.
Yeah, but she does it better.
They were very good.
Okay. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Woo!
Thank you for listening to the Calm, the Storm, the Whimsy podcast. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, and Instagram. Stay tuned for our next episode.
What is that?
Oh, the timer. The click.
That's not what I wanted. It was supposed to be the diving. It says clock ticking.
Oh, you were going to do the diving again. Okay, can you please not yawn 10 times in this episode?
It's almost midnight.
That we have done this way later in the past. Get
I know,
it
but I
together,
haven't
old lady.
Slept good this week.